conflicts which tend to come in, and in conflict we had different types of conflict. We have dissents, and we looked at the way in which we can handle conflict. Whenever we are introducing something new in the name of a change, we normally have issues with what happens. Remember, we started about identifying allies, then bringing people on board, looking at the dissenters, handling them. And now as you are going with your work, then you have to handle the challenges of the conflicts, because you are about to start, but you are facing a wall. So you're thinking of how do I overcome this wall? Because things have to move. As a school leader, you have plans and you have aspiration and you have a vision which you want to realize. So things have to move. And because of that situation, then you found yourself, you are bound in a way that you need to make sure that things are moving. Therefore, once you have managed to find allies, to see the dissents, and also, let me put on my light, to also see who is supporting who, then you find that in that situation, then things have to proceed. So in this session, we are talking about continuous process, ensuring that when you start something new, it is moving on. You start something new, it is moving on, and nothing is making you lose the pace. Nothing is making you lose the morale. Nothing is hindering you from progressing. So in this short session, we'll be looking at how do you keep your spirit in the game? How do you not become delusions with what is happening? How do you manage it? You keep yourself in, because you are the lead and the heartbeat of the school. So whatever your moods is the moods of the whole schools. So if you feel like giving up, remember we said there's a time where you have to give up some things. We did that yesterday. But how do you keep the spirit in the game? Secondly, how do you ensure that you are making progress? What is it that you're going to follow through to ensure progress? And finally, as you are progressing, how do you maintain that success so that you don't fall back to where you started, but you keep up there and keep improving as you are moving on? So we'll be looking at these three things shortly to see, as you're bringing change, as you're handling those issues which cannot be solved by technical solutions. There is no rule book to solve them. How do you keep your spirit in the game? So we're going to start with keeping your spirit in the game. And that is very, very crucial, because at some point in your career, you will have to decide whether you want to continue in the work with leadership. Sometimes this is self-imposed choice. In the face of adversity, it becomes easy to lose heart and ask yourself whether leading is really worth the discomfort and conflict you may experience. Other times, the dangers of leadership provide ample opportunities for others to try and bring you down, and you'll have to decide on how to react. But leadership is worth it. And keep your spirit in the game, allowing you to continue to profoundly impact the lives of children. It is a worthwhile and a noble game. We have talked a lot about ways of helping others during adaptive change. Helping others. Let's now focus on how to help you, the leader. There are several ways which you need to take care of yourself as you are looking at the highs and the lows of leadership. So let's look at how do we help ourselves as much as we're helping others.
To be intentional about taking care of yourself. In professional life, we can get so preoccupied, so caught up on the dance floor of action, that we forget to take care of ourselves. I urge you to establish practices and processes that will anchor and sustain you during challenging times. Don't wait for a crisis. You have to plan for the stresses of leadership. The way people plan when they move to Boston from someplace warm to get a winter coat. Here are 3 common anchors. First, I think we need not only allies, but confidants. People outside our professional setting who have no competing stakes and can therefore just listen and care for us, rather than the issues at work. These individuals, close friends, spouses, significant others, counselors, and therapists, are critical. They allow us to air our feelings safely when